Jai Shri Radhe. Day 222 and Varta 223. In the reading of the Dosabhavan 252 Vaishnav disciples of Sri Gosaiji. Continuing from yesterday. It is very cold weather now. Your Sri Thakurji is very comfortable at the moment. Hearing this, the Vaishnava piped up, "Oh, old lady, are you a little crazy? What are you saying, that my Sri Thakurji is ill? You must have made him ill and are speaking like this for that very reason. I shall definitely be travelling onwards with that group." The old lady spoke again. "You are the disciple of Sri Gosaiji, but even so have troubled your Sri Thakurji so much. His arms and legs were all bent up, and I had to apply oil to set them free and make them straight again. It is still cold weather. Please leave after the swing festival. By that time Sri Thakurji will feel very comfortable. Then I shall myself take you to Gokul." The Vaishnava retorted, "Oh, old lady, you are very stupid. It must be your own arms and legs that were bent up. How dare you talk about my Sri Thakurji like this? In any case, I shall be leaving in the morning. I think you wish to keep my Sri Thakurji yourself. I only brought him here for a day, and you are creating an argument." She said, "Okay, as you wish. I am only saying this for your Sri Thakurji's own sake. If you don't want this, it is up to you. What can I do about it? If his legs get bent up again whilst on the road, then what will you be able to do about it? This is my home, and therefore I was able to apply oil, nutmeg and musk and massage him. He recovered. I also kept a stove near him and fed him with nice warm offerings. I put him down to sleep in soft and warm bedding. Where will he be able to enjoy such comforts whilst on the road?" The Vaishnava replied, "Oh, old lady, you are not intelligent. The Lord removes all sorrow from the world. What sorrow can he possibly have? One only needs to have firm faith in him. He does not need food, offerings, nor jewellery, nor clothes. At any time, whatever happens by his wish, he is contented with that only." The old lady replied, "You yourself have zero intelligence. That is why his arms and legs have become crooked. I can't do much about that, but he blesses me by coming to my home, and I did what I could for him. Now, you will do whatever you think is right for your Sri Thakurji. For now, please take rest. Take him with you in the early morning." The Vaishnava tried to sleep but could not. He pondered, "This old lady saw my beautiful Sri Thakurji and wanted to have him for herself. I can't wait for it to be morning so that I can take him and leave." The old lady also could not sleep. She worried, "This Sri Thakurji from Sri Gosaiji will feel cold on the journey and his arms and legs will again get bent, but who will there be to make him feel better? This Vaishnava is a renunciate, has nothing to offer the Lord to eat nor wear. He will not listen to me. Oh, what can I do? Sri Gosaiji will see Sri Thakurji with his arms and legs all crooked, and he will be angry with the Vaishnava. What to do? He is brainless." Both of them continued to worry until an hour before dawn. The renunciate Vaishnava arose and told the old lady to get up, bathe, and perform the early morning services. He said, "I will go to that lake to bathe. Later in the morning I shall set off with the group." The old lady performed her ablutions and then bathed. The Vaishnava went to the lake to bathe, and came back in Aparas. The old lady woke up the Sri Thakurjis and offered the early morning services. She accepted back the offerings as Mahaprasad, and then placed the Vaishnava Sri Thakurji in his travelling box. She put 2 extra quilts underneath him and 2 extra ones on top. She said to him, "Oh Maharaj, please be well on the journey. What can I do? I did ask the Vaishnava to let you stay here, but he does not want this. What a nice Vaishnava you are with, who lets you get so misshapen. I can't do anything about this. I will give the Vaishnava all the necessary things for you, but he may not even use them." Saying this, she began to cry. She called to the Vaishnava and said, "Oh Vaishnava, I have put 2 extra quilts inside the travelling box underneath and put 2 on top as well. Please be diligent with your Sri Thakurji. I have also included cloves, nutmeg, musk and almonds. Please prepare dried ginger and fenugreek balls and offer them to the Lord throughout the cold season. Then you will see that he does not turn yellow again. If his arms and legs get bent up again, then what can I tell Sri Gosaiji? Therefore please be careful. I have not tolerated what you have done, but Sri Gosaiji will. I have tolerated what you have done, but Sri Gosaiji will not." After she had said all this, the Vaishnava told her to put his Sri Thakurji's travelling box in front of him. "I wish to see my Sri Thakurji and touch his feet." She brought the box and set it in front of the Vaishnava. He opened it up and looked inside. He saw that his Sri Thakurji was now a dark colour and was standing up straight. He was holding a flute and was thus a form of Murali Manoharji. The Vaishnava spoke out, "Oh, old lady, my Sri Thakurji is golden, and that too a form of child Krishna who holds a sweet ball in his hands and crawls." Please quickly bring back my own Sri Thakurji. Are you looking for an argument? Please take back this your Sri Thakurji and bring me mine. She replied, O Vaishnava, you have gone mad. I have never heard of any other type of Sri Thakurji, nor even seen one. You are creating a big argument. Your Sri Thakurji had become yellow and his arms and legs were bent up, so I massaged him with oil and he became dark and his arms and legs became straight. You have put your Sri Thakurji through so much aggravation. You are Sri Gosaji's disciple, but you still said nothing. Is this the kind of seva you make, wandering round in the cold weather? The Vaishnava retorted, the group that I am will recognize my Sri Thakurji. Bring this Sri Thakurji with you, and we shall ask them. The Vaishnavas took the old lady with him to the group. They all said that his Sri Thakurji should be a golden and child Swarupa. This Sri Thakurji is dark. The old lady realized that all the Vaishnavas were backing up the renunciate Vaishnava. She thought, oh, what shall I do now? She picked up the travelling box and returned home. The renunciate Vaishnava said, bring me my Sri Thakurji, otherwise I shall beat my brow until it breaks. If I had known you were like this, I would never have brought my Sri Thakurji here. Bring him now this second, or I shall die, and you will be to blame. The old lady was very afraid. She took the box inside and began to supplicate the Lord. Oh, Maharaj, what? You have caused such a big kerfuffle. What should I do now? He answered her, only Sri Gosaji can solve this argument. Join this group, taking with you your own Sri Thakurji. The old lady replied, but Lord, you can go if you wish, but how can I take my Sri Thakurji out in this cold weather? What will I do if his arms and legs get bent up? Sri Thakurji replied, that Vaishnava is a renunciate. He did not provide adequate clothes nor food preparations for the road. What can I do? Please get ready some quilts and preparations right now and be ready to leave. Otherwise that Vaishnava will beat his brow until it breaks. There is no other way. The old lady came out to the Vaishnava and announced, I will hire a wagon and get it ready for us to go to Sri Gosaji, who will settle our dispute. We shall take our Sri Thakurjis to Gokul. She went to the Vaishnava group and hired a wagon for them. The old lady then brought the Vaishnava and a servant with her own Sri Thakurji and the Vaishnava's Sri Thakurji into the wagon. She loaded up 10 quilts, cotton-padded garments, nutmeg musk, almonds and sweet ginger balls. She left a respected Vaishnava in charge of her house and key. She joined the Vaishnava group and the renunciate Vaishnava sat with her in the wagon. They spent the whole journey arguing. The Vaishnava accused her of swapping his Sri Thakurji and she blamed him for his poor seva that had caused his Sri Thakurji's arms and legs to become crooked and him to become yellow because of the cold. They carried on arguing like this, looking forward to Sri Gosaji solving their dilemma. They arrived in Gokul and had the holy sight of Sri Navaneet Priyaji at the time of the lunchtime services. When he had completed the morning seva, Sri Gosaji came to sit in his bed. The renunciate Vaishnava spoke up, saying, O Maharaj, I gave my Bala Krishna Lalji to Sri Thakurji, the one that you gave me, to this old lady to look after, and she swapped him over. Sri Gosaji interjected, O lady, what is this he is telling me? She replied, O Maharaj, you should not have given this Sri Thakurji to such a Vaishnava. He went travelling in the cold season and took his Sri Thakurji with him. He did not take the proper clothes or food offerings for him. Because of the cold, Sri Thakurji became yellow and his arms and legs got bent up. I mixed some nutmeg and musk into oil and massaged him with it and warmed him up with a small stove, so that now he stands up straight. However, this Vaishnava is arguing with me about this. Sri Gosaji asked him where the Sri Thakurji was. She told him that he was in his travelling box, which she had with her. He and my Sri Thakurjis are sleeping. Please sort this argument out for us. Sri Gosaji told her to give him the travelling box, and she placed it in front of him. Sri Gosaji told both her and the Vaishnava to remain sitting there, and he took the box with him to his inner chambers. He opened the box and asked the Sri Thakurji, "Oh Baba, what is this all about?" The Vaishnava Sri Thakurji replied, "When I came to the old lady, I was different, but she thinks that Sri Thakurji can only be of one kind, so she began to massage me with oil. I responded by letting my legs become straight. When my Vaishnava saw this, he started to argue with her. Please tell him that I am very pleased with the old lady because she has so much love towards me in the mood of a loving and caring parent. She knows nothing else than me." Then Sri Gosaji addressed the Vaishnava. "O Vaishnava, this dark form of Krishna standing and playing the flute is indeed your own Sri Thakurji. He changed because of the divine loving sentiment of this old lady. The old lady is thus telling the truth. If you are attached to the child form of Sri Krishna, then I shall grant you another Sri Balakrishnaji and I shall keep this Sri Thakurji." The Vaishnava piped up, "O Maharaj, I have been serving this Sri Thakurji for a long time, but he has never granted me the tiniest experience of his direct presence. However, after only one single day, he has interacted directly with her." Sri Gosaji advised him, "This path of grace is not based on law nor regulations. You can spend your whole life serving, but he will not let you experience on him until you develop great love for him. When love is there, he will happily interact with you even after just a single second. We're pausing the story here today, and we'll continue tomorrow. Aaj ke Anand ki jai ho. Sab Vaishnavan ko Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Radhe Radhe.